Hey y'all, Bay here, bringing you Captain Tsubasa Dream Team, and today I'm not going to be playing the game, but I'm going to be talking about the Fest Prediction that's coming up soon for the end of August. So last Fest, if I remember correctly, was Fest Xeno, and I finally predicted right for the first time ever after 2 years. And I think the reason why I was able to predict is because that's something the users are waiting for. The time last time when I predicted Xeno, the reason why I decided to predict Xeno is because I thought, people were waiting for non-Japanese players, especially goalie, because Club is recently bringing too many Japanese. And to balance the game, it's a PvP game, and there's like so many online contents. There's like Dream Championship hosted by the official, and it's just too unfair for those who's been raising European or South American or what have you that's not Japanese. So it's just too unfair, and I think that was the reason why I was able to predict right. I just predicted something that everyone was waiting for. And the reason why I didn't predict, my prediction for this month is I think many people are predicting the same, and I think the hint is here. It's in this. Oh, sorry, I'm using the Japanese app, but all these black balls are here in this training camp this time, and it's understandable that Tsubasa, Wakabayashi, Tachibana Tuen, and Sho Shunko are here because there's been all these new characters recently from the 20 million downloads, right? The Asian qualifier Tsubasa, Wakabayashi, and Sho, and then came Tachibana Twin as 97 national team kit. So it's really understandable, it links. And also the Natureza and Leo, they came. Natureza came as Dream Collection, so it links. And Leo came, the hidden ability came for Leo, so it links as well. So these are all understandable, but what are these characters doing here is the question. There was no German characters recently, right? They never released any new German characters, but they're in this training camp, and this training camp will last for the next 1 week, which makes me feel that the next Dream Fest must be German characters. And I think, like I said when I did the prediction for Xeno, I think this is something many users are waiting for. Or else, if they don't bring Europeans soon, it's gonna be, the game balance will really collapse and people will leave, and it might already be too late, but it's about time that they bring Europeans, and this makes me feel that they are preparing themselves for the new Europeans to come, the Germans. And out of these 5 characters, there's all these German famous characters in, and it could be anyone in this black ball selections, but out of these 5, I think it's going to be Mueller. I think it's going to be Mueller because ever since we entered 2019, Club is starting to release goalkeepers as a Dream Fest. From starting off from Wakabayashi in, I think it was January, right? And then came Wakashimazu, and then some other characters came, but then came Espadas and Xeno, right? I might be missing someone else, but all these great superstar goalies came out as Dreamfest ever since we entered 2019. So it's about time they bring Mueller, and I think this is one of the best goalie in the anime. So if it is to come as I predict, I think it's gonna be really OP. So that's probably why they made us wait for Mueller to come this late, because I personally think, it's only my prediction, but this guy is gonna be really OP. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be Mueller, and if it's Mueller, I think there's things we need to care about or think about. Is it gonna be catch goalie or punch goalie? That's one thing. And what's the passive gonna be? Because passive is gonna be really something important that will really make the goalie good or bad. Depending on what kind of passive he will have, it really depends. How good the goalie will be. So it's gonna be important. And the third thing will be what kind of skill will he have. Mueller, when he first came out, he wasn't initially in the game. He came out afterwards, but really right after the game release, like a few months later. And when he came, he was already really strong because his main skill windmill catch was 490. And at that time, even today, it's 490 is good, but even it was even better at that time because back then there was only like Wakabayashi JY that had SGGK that was 475. So compared to that, this 490 was really good. And even if you mix up all the like field players and everyone, the best skill at that time was Fest Natureza's Miracle Flying Drive Shot, which was 510, and also Misaki's Flash Raiju that was 525. But Misaki, that character wasn't really OP shooter, his stats. So compared to like Natureza, it wasn't as good, although the skill was 525. And also that requires 3 characters, Misaki, Hyuga, and Tsubasa, so it was not that easy to like shoot, right? But anyways, even compared to these characters, this 490 windmill was already strong. So I wonder if Club will bring something even better on top of this. And if they are to bring something better, it has to be above 500, right? Because recently they are starting to bring 500 skills. Like, well, there was already like as I mentioned, Miracle Flying Drive Shot for Natureza, or like Flash Raiju for Misaki, or Flash Raiju for Tsubasa recently. And Tsubasa now has like Ultimate Skydive, that's 525, or like Hyuga has 500 and above shot, and all these characters. So if they are to bring new skill, it should be something above 500. Well, I am expecting something like that, especially if it's catch, because it can't go under windmill, right? It's just too awkward. But there is a possibility that they might make this new Mueller a punch character. And if that's the case, the punch skill might be less than 500, because what happened to, if you remember, what happened to Wakabayashi when the Asian qualifier one came? He was the first punching Wakabayashi, right? And his punch was good, it's 485, but you know, compared to the existing catch skills, it's not better than those. Like PSGGK is 510, or like God SGGK, was it? It's like 500. So compared to those, it was less. So that could be the case if they are to bring this Mueller as a punch goalie. But either way, we should definitely look forward to it. Well, this is only my prediction video, so it might not be Mueller, but this really makes me feel that they are preparing themselves for a new German character. And if it's a German, I would definitely want Mueller to come. Yeah, because that's, I think, what many European users are waiting to have. Yeah. And so one more thing that everyone is, I think, curious to know is what kind of passive will this Mueller have. If it's like full body stand, of course it's gonna be good. If it's like shot killer like Xeno, that will also be good. Or it could also of course be something like Japanese killer, and that could also be good. I mean, it won't work against non-Japanese, but there's been so many new Japanese players that many users are now using Japanese characters, so that will be strong. So I hope it's gonna be something good, but since if it's gonna be Mueller, it's gonna be Fest, so it can't be weak. It can't be weak. It has to be strong. So let's look forward to that. And yeah, it has to be Mueller, don't you think? What do you guys think? I think many people's been waiting for a new Mueller to come, and since Xeno came last month, and they've been releasing Dreamfest goalies recently, a lot of them. It's about time that they bring Mueller. And yeah, I can't think of anyone else, really. Of course, it can be someone like, maybe like Marges, because it's also here, or Chester, because there was never any Dreamfest for these characters. And if it's Marges, it might be good, because that way you can use Schneider, Rage Schneider, and still have a really strong German shooter, you know, another one, which could be good. But I think if it's Mueller, everyone will be more happy. So I hope it's gonna be Mueller. So that's my prediction. Yeah, what do you guys think? And also one more thing that I think many people are waiting to have is the next hidden ability for Fest. the past fest, existing fest. And I think if they are going to follow the order, they brought Natureza the very first fest, so the next one should be Matsuyama, right? The green Matsuyama, the coolest Matsuyama, the picture. I love that Matsuyama's picture. It's so cool. So I hope that Matsuyama gets a really good hidden ability so that he'll be good, because from when he first came out, I think he wasn't that great, to be honest. Yeah, for a fest character especially, especially because he was the second fest after Natureza, and Natureza was really strong at the time. He's even strong now, So, but compared to that, Matsuyama, I have to say, was not that great, So with the hidden ability, I hope he comes. He'll be strong, so that everybody will replace whoever Matsuyama people are using now to this fest Matsuyama. And I want this Matsuyama to become strong for the first time, because he was never strong. Of course, there was many people, including myself, that was using Matsuyama at that time, of course. But right after that Matsuyama came, there was like many DMF or DM that was even better than Matsuyama, even from like a normal gacha like show and stuff like that. So it wasn't, the lifetime of that Matsuyama was not that long. So it's about time, I think, that Matsuyama becomes good and many people to use them. So yeah, I think those are gonna be the new 2 topics everyone will be very keen to know about. So yeah, let's look forward. It's already 26th of August. I think Club should announce the next Dream Fest, including the mini, soon, really soon, maybe Wednesday or maybe Thursday. So let's look forward to that, okay? I hope you liked the video. Please do subscribe for those who haven't yet, and stay tuned for my future ones. Thanks for watching, and bye!